I'm terrible. I just fully admit it at this point in my life.
No, that's okay. I mean, if you're not getting paid for it, then
Like the only reason I check my work email is just in case there's some weird state law required training that they've decided to make on a computer instead of the way we used to do it.
yeah.
That way I'm not in violation of my employers or the state of California's laws that were not written because I'm doing anything wrong. Mostly because freaking legislature people keep getting busted doing things wrong.
That's always the case.
So now we all have to suffer because they can't figure out how to keep it professional. Trying to work on my boxes of shame.
The boxes of shame.
Yeah. And some of these I really do need to get at least primer to protect them because they're metal. And they're old metal. PSR metal. Everyone's like, lead rot. Oh my God. Not yet, but it will. I don't. Get these things sealed.
How's the kitten, Mike?
The cat. I mean,
it's
just, yeah. My allergies haven't been too bad. So,
has it taken over the house?
No, not really. I keep it out of this office and out of my room where I sleep. So,
okay.
So, yeah.
Oh, it'll find a way to get in the room.
Well, it has come in here when I leave the door open. It just checks everything out.
Eventually, it'll figure out that you're avoiding it, and then it'll be on.
You'll become its favorite person if it knows you're trying to avoid it.
Yeah, it'll lay on your pillow.
Oh yeah.
Roll on your side of the bed only.
Yeah. It's always the way.
Yeah. Well, it took my daughter years to break me down to let her get a cat. So.
And now you've got a new one.
Yeah. Most of them have just been adopted, over the years, many years ago. It's people abandoning them, and they just end up staying around my house,
Right, the abandoned kid phenomenon.
I don't like animals that are just dumped and whatnot. So.
No, that's not cool, man.
No. If I saw one, I'd probably take it home. Oh, we are being visited by some elvish royalty.
Ooh.
The elven maiden herself.
Cool.
Howdy.
I didn't realize we were live.
Right. We are.
For
Good
like
thing
almost 4
we've
minutes.
all been good.
I'm honored. Hi, Emmy. Emmy just hit 5,000 on her Twitter, so congratulations.
Excellent, Emmy. Cool
Nice work.
deals.
Congrats.
I don't know if that'll ever happen to me because I break all the rules and pay no attention to YouTube's advice ever.
So we're just waiting for Jen to stop eating, I guess. Unless she's eating the cat.
You can start. I'm listening, and I'll just
okay.
chime in. I just don't want to set anybody's misophonia off.
Okay. Must eat.
Really? That's weird because I brought popcorn just to do that.
Yeah. I'll break it. I'll suddenly disappear and go get snacks. So.
Well, I'll just find the noisiest food we can eat.
Yeah.
Popcorn.
I'm eating broken glass and rocks. Okay.
Pop rocks.
Yeah, pop rocks. Yes. If I remember correctly, you are in a pit. You managed to rescue one individual from being stoned and slay another one by accident. Not, tip one over for Carver. So Jen has got two characters. She's going to have to decide which one takes precedence. And you were hemming and hawing which direction to go, whether you were going to go into the Kobold giant mole infested caves or leave and go back to the surface. So that is where we left. With we've got Gillum, Dragon Slayer, Rahum, Jasara, and Elvish Pirate Queen, and Shadow's character, the Elvish urchin.
Galar.
Two kids.
Did since you divvied out XP last time, did we I don't know, have a reset or rest or whatever where we get our spells back or no?
Yeah, I think we said you were resting in that room, so sure. Or you went back. I mean, you're rested, sure. You went back up to Farmer Tom's. Well, Tom
Actually,
the third.
I don't think I got any XP for Mike's old sword.
Your broken sword? What?
No, the katana wasn't broken.
No, the katana's fine.
Yeah.
He's just being a smart ass.
Unless you roll one, then it'll break. So, yeah, it's just up to which direction you want to go. You're healed, you're fed. You've got the bounty on giant moles still being offered by Tom, all the Toms.
The remaining Toms.
Instead of all NPCs being named Steve, they're all just named Tom.
I will. Yeah. Well, I will defer to whoever wants to take lead as I finish praying to the Sasarg.
Sasarg, you're
Sasarg, yeah.
The demon snake god of demon snakes. As his only worshiper.
That's right. We got the snake god.
Yep.
Wow.
I mean, how many other adventuring parties say that they can actually bring a god with them? Okay.
Start a snake cult too.
Yeah.
He started a cult. He's got one member. And as far as he's concerned, you're all part of the cult. You're all future succulents. You just haven't accepted it yet. Succulents. Yes, my succulents. So yeah, just pretty much, do you want to follow up on the dangling plot threads on the surface or plot around in kobold infested caves and fight kobolds and giant moles?
Sorry, one of the
No problem.
teenagers is calling me.
I will,
I'm a torchbearer. Which way?
Gillum
you guys
Dragon
wanna
Slayer is a
go?
torchbearer. Torchbearer. So modest as the Gillum Dragon Slayer. Still just.
I am now master of the torchbearers because my master died. That's how
Yep.
it works. There can only be one.
Did we want to go where that dwarf went? He was killing.
I thought that's what
kobolds, right?
I actually thought that's what we were gonna do.
Yeah.
So you're just
All
gonna. Oh, there's the two other elves. You can play both, or you can just send one back home, Jen, whichever you're more comfortable with.
I'm gonna send Relal back home to the houseboat
Okay.
to keep an
She
eye on
can-
things, and I'll play Jayasa.
She can stop off and pick up the things she left with her,
Yeah.
with the halfling wizard. So, all right.
Yeah.
We will follow up on that another time. Next up, we've got a priestess of Tyr to bring some lawful good justice to these evil kobolds.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah, the kobolds. Yeah, they need that.
So you're in the root cellar, whatever this is, that you've been exploring, and one of the walls has been caved in due to the giant moles, and beyond that you see a more natural looking labyrinth of dug tunnels. Since it was dug out by giant moles, the tunnels are big enough that the two children could walk perfectly fine. And the elves have to, of course, duck a little. And the
What about the
normal,
elven children?
yeah, as I said, the two children, Gillum and Shadow's character. The elf, of course, a little tall, has to scrunch down a little, and Rahum probably has to scrunch down a little, but it's not that claustrophobic. So you do see some mole tunnels up ahead of you. One looks a little bit more trodden than the other. And up in the distance, you can hear
like boot prints from maybe a guy about this tall, weighs about 300 pounds.
Yeah, you can see some iron showed boot prints. Bilar. Oh, like I'm ever going to remember your names.
No worries. I'm guessing the dwarf went that way.
Yeah, and you can see giant mole prints everywhere. So there definitely seems to be a series of larger chambers to the south.
I will give my lord a look and to see if he can. He gives me any advice on where we should go.
They all look the same to him. You can go whichever way you want, succulent. All paths lead to my all-consuming hunger. Yes.
Thank you for your wisdom. This way, it looks bigger.
All right.
I'm just going to point. I don't want to lead.
All right. So I head carefully with my torch and towards the bigger opening.
All right. Now the mole tunnel opens up into a larger tunnel. There's boxes all over the place. Like the kobolds have been putting things in hastily put together boxes. You can hear chittering to the west and the ever-present dripping of water continuing south. And then there's another passageway to the east, which is quieter.
Too bad we couldn't figure out how to flood these tunnels without killing ourselves.
I say we go towards the sound of chittering.
All right, so that's the passageway to the west.
I agree.
With my
As
torch, I start sneaking that.
You pass through all. You walk by all the boxes.
Well, I'm going to open one box.
Okay, sneak. Oh, wait. Okay, they all look basically the same. Hastily built kobold boxes made out of bits and pieces of wood and paper and whatever else they could find and nail together to make a box.
Right.
Don't look locked or trapped or anything.
Be careful.
I carefully open one.
All right. In this box, it looks like they stole somebody's clothes. It's filled with like robes and slippers and shirts and tunics, just clothing, various sizes. None of it looks extravagant. It's just normal, everyday clothing that they've stolen for some reason.
All right.
Is it clean or dirty?
Various states.
Ah.
Like the ones on the top seem to be cleaner than the ones down below, so they're obviously fresher. If you dig through, you can find a few that have blood on them, but it looks more like these were stolen from like washing lines and stuff than off of bodies.
Maybe they're going to set up some sort of laundromat.
We're tired of getting killed. We're just going to open up a kobold laundromat instead. You never know.
Yeah, they go in the resale market.
Yeah, it's ancient kobold secret.
All right. I open up another box just out of curiosity. Because I'm like, well, we found clothes.
This one is filled with what looks like weird shaped plates. Or some kind of weird shaped pieces of metal. It's sort of this reddish metal, and they're all sort of shaped like teardrops. It's probably the best way to describe them.
Are they small?
Each one's about a foot.
A foot.
Like scales, maybe?
Yeah, it kind of looks like large scales from a large lizard, perhaps. But I mean, much harder than any lizard you've ever seen.
Right.
Perhaps a dragon.
I mean,
Okay, we got to remember where this room is, guys. I'm sure we can sell some of this stuff back at the village.
I'll be looking over their shoulders like, what is it? What is it?
Sure, some magician wants this. Or blacksmith.
And yes, you could continue opening boxes or continuing going down the passageway.
I'm personally gonna scout ahead.
I'd be a little paranoid and start looking around to make sure there's nothing, like on the ceiling.
Roll a I'm paranoid and I'm looking around check. A perception check.
I will use a
D20 plus wisdom modifier.
13.
13. Did one of those boxes just move?
I'll give side eyes to Stark. Like, did you see that?
See what?
Nothing.
Well, what did you see?
The box. I just thought it moved.
Oh, well, let's find
I'll
out.
stab the box with the katana. You mean this one? Plunk.
Roll the hit.
There.
Oh crap! I'm not on Albert. Give me a second. Just roll for me and add 1 plus whatever the sword is. While I set that up.
Well, it's not like you can miss it because it's a box, but it doesn't really seem to do anything. But then the box bites you because it's a mimic. Yay!
That's what I was gonna say. It's a mimic check.
Okay. I start.
All right, so I need everybody as initiative.
Excuse me. A 7 for myself.
7 for
Rahum.
Rahoon.
Or Mike.
I think you need to unblock me or let me in because it's not letting me roll.
Oh, well,
I
don't think
rolled
we're
an 8.
no, there you are. Shadow, you were there, but then you left.
Okay, but now how do I get back?
Just hit the link again. You should go right back. Gillum got an 8. Giselle.
You might be muted.
I don't think you can be muted on. No, there you're back. Shadow, aka Balar.
No, I was going to say,
yeah.
I think Jen's muted.
Yeah, I got an 11.
I'm waiting for the die thing to. Oh, I'm retarded today. Sorry.
No problem.
Where's the? I don't get to add a number. What the hell?
You just roll it and add the number that you were.
Yeah. Just add 3 to this. 19.
Yours is 19. All right, Balar will be going first. Bad guys second. Jasara third. Gillum fourth. And Rahoon fifth. So you may attack the mimic first.
Okay, I like I said, I don't know if the sword has a plus.
Okay. What did you roll?
I haven't rolled yet. I got a 10. Woo! Probably missed.
No, I think. Let me check. Armor class 12. So you hit.
Oh, sweet.
You got a 11. What'd you get?
I got a
Yeah.
10 plus whatever the sword is.
Yeah, then you hit.
Okay, and damage is a D8 per
Mm-hmm.
katana.
Mm-hmm.
Five points.
5 points to Mr. Mimic. Yay, it's a mimic. Gotta have one mimic. All right, next up is the mimic, and I'm gonna eat you with my goo.
No,
Not goo.
I'm too first level to die.
Well, so's the mimic. But I think an 18 is gonna hit. Armor class 20?
Yeah, my armor class is 14.
All right. I am a baby mimic, so I do a d6. 4 plus 3 is 7 points of sticky damage.
I am at neg 1.
As the box's mouth opens in much the way a box should not have a mouth, and this long purple tongue comes out and just like slaps you and starts dragging you in to its gaping maw. Blah, 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 blah. And you are just like knocked unconscious.
I hate when that happens.
Being dragged into the mouth of the mimic. Next up is Jasara, our cleric.
I'm going to try to cure wounds on him.
Okay. D20 plus wisdom modifier beat a 11.
Ah,
Is it not working?
it is. I just hit the wrong button. 14.
You are successful. How much does your cure wounds heal?
Oh, that's a good question.
D4?
Sure.
6?
I don't
D8?
even-
I think it's
Or no, it's a D6 plus half your level. So
So
Yes.
D6.
D6 plus whatever half of 1 is.
Well, 1.
1.5 hit points back.
Oh my god.
You're just you're not dead yet. You're holding on at 1.
Just mostly.
I never understood the half rule. Because you can just say every other level, but no. All right. Next up to fight the mimic is Gillum, Torchbearer.
I am taking my torch and trying to burn that thing because
Okay.
it's a box.
Just bonk it upside the head with the torch.
Yep, that's what I have in my hand.
Don't
right
burn
there.
me.
I got to start the torch timer, though you might put it out right now. So
Yep. Roll my dice.
think of it as a club. Yes.
Ooh. Nice. It's an 8.
An 8 plus nothing is
8.
8.
Yeah.
You don't have a strength mod or anything?
No, that would make it a 7.
All right, then you miss the mimic. It just bounces off its hard wooden hide. And Rahum.
It's
Cleric
trying. Looking at it, it looks like it's trying to pull the elf kid into its maw, right?
Yeah, it's got this
And-
gaping maw
Like,
That
oh,
a-
my friend.
that a box should not have. Just
I'm gonna try to, because in my gear I have a crowbar. I'm gonna try to go there and like pry it, the mouth open to keep it from being able to shut or consume.
Okay.
Like a grappling
That
type
would be a
thing, whatever.
strength check. So D20 plus your strength modifier.
So a 5 because I have a -1.
All right. So I have to roll a 5 or higher if I want to break free of your grapple attempt. Bilar, you're laying on your back with this purple tongue wrapped around your feet, and you've just been healed 1 whole hit point.
That puts me at 0.5 hit points. Can I swing or am I unconscious?
0.5? mean, so yeah, you were exactly at 0. Or you were at -1.
I was at -1.
All right, so you're at 0. So
That's what I figured.
yeah, you're still conscious, but you're just in too much pain
Just conscious enough
to know that you're being dragged in to its mouth.
mortal terror. Yeah, the worst.
All right, I got to roll a higher than a 5. Natural 20. I easily break free of your grapple attempt and try and eat me some more of this guy. So now I'm going to try and eat me a guy with a crowbar. So the tongue unlashes around Balar and tries to lash you there, buddy. Armor class.
I'm 11.
6, 8.
So that would no. I'm 11.
Yeah. So flap. You're getting just getting flapped up around this disgusting rubbery purple tongue.
I walk around with a
Like-
snake on me.
That's like a foot long coming out of the mouth of a cardboard box. It's a very unusual image. That probably will haunt your nightmares. All right, Jasara, Cleric of Tyr.
You have a mute button.
I always forget. I guess I'll try to heal him again.
All right, same thing. D20
Thank you.
Wisdom modifier.
That is a 10.
Ooh, well, that's still on the dot.
And let's see, 6. 6.
Oh, that's much better.
Yeah.
6.5.
Da-da-da-da-da.
So suddenly you're from 0 all the way back up to 6. Whoop.
I grabbed you. I poured a can of spinach down your throat.
That's why I did the sound effect. Thank you very much,
All right.
everyone.
So you were pulled out of the gaping maw, healed up through the might of Tyr. Gillum, Dragon Slayer.
I'm still trying to beat the thing because it's eating my friends. What I got in my hand, which was the dang torch.
All right, then
Oh,
roll to hit
I
hit with torch, I guess. Unless you got something better.
Oh, 19.
Not bad.
So
All
that
right.
would be an 18, I guess.
Do your D6 for club.
Okay. 1d6. 5.
All right, I got to roll higher than a 5 to not be set on fire. I am not on fire. Yay! Next up is Rahum, Cleric of the Snake God.
All right, since it's in my hand, I guess I'm just gonna swing at it with the crowbar.
Sure, it's a club.
Carry on. 3.
Just it's weird rubbery flesh. It's just too hard. Everything just
Yeah,
bounces off of
I'm
it.
too traumatized. It's like
Pretty sure. Okay, Balar, you're up. You jump up.
it tried to lick me.
Yep. I lick you every day. What do you mean?
I am going to reach into my bag or my pocket and grab a bag of the sourest candy I purchased and try and toss it into the mouth of this creature.
Ooh, luck point for creativity. First luck
Thank
point
you.
of the game
Good one.
for today.
Do I still have the one left over from last week?
No, they don't. They don't recycle. They're
Okay,
gone at the end of the game.
I'll just not erase that one.
Okay.
So is that just a strength, D20 plus strength?
Are you? I would say it's a dex check because you're trying to throw it into its mouth.
Okay. Even better.
So D20 dex check versus an armor class of
19.
10. 19, nice. Look at the pitching arm there. All right, it's the perfect moment. Just as it opens its mouth to smack down, you throw it right down its mouth. This handful of little yellow balls,
That's what I was thinking.
and then it chomps down on the little yellow balls. Oh boy! And I have no idea. I wonder if this is the first time anybody's ever thought about this. If the mimic could make the "oh my god, it's sour" face, but its lips start, puckering, its boxy shaped cheeks start contracting as it just is trying to process this bizarre gush of just sour lemon. So I'm going to attack at disadvantage. 19 or 6. So it's trying to wrap you up again with its purple tongue, but it's, it's just, it's so sour. Oh my God. What is this? He's very smart. We should make him a succulent too. All right. That was pretty clever. It is Jasar, Cleric of Tyr.
I'm gonna try to smash it with a mace.
Boop. There's some Tyrian might down on me. My armor class of 10, because I'm all soured now. Ooh, 19. Nice.
And my mace is a D6. 6.
Oh, that ends Baby Mimic's life as you just
Nice.
cave in its leathery, weird box-shaped head, and it starts fluttering around, and then it just collapses and vomits out a mouthful of sour balls.
At least it kind of went out with a smile on its face.
Yeah. Not bad. Unfortunately, all that noise did not attract anybody's attention. So
Remind me to get some more of those next time we're in town.
Yeah.
So you've got the room to the west that you heard the chittering in, and the room to the east that you didn't hear anything from, and the room to the south where you heard the rushing water noise.
I thought we were going towards the chittering.
All right,
Yeah.
Continuing into the room of the chittering. All right. Gillum, are you leading the way again, or
Yes,
all right? Are you being sneaky or normal?
I'm trying to sneak.
Okay, roll. You're trying to sneak. That's 2d20. Better of the 2 plus your dex, or whatever.
Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, I did the wrong thing. Okay. Dang it. And then let's see. Let's do that. There we go. All right, 2d20 going. I rolled
All right,
an
18 is
and
better
a
than 17.
Yep.
So you are pretty sneaky. Boom. Sneak. So you sneak ahead into the room with the chittering. There are strange obsidian pillars holding up this room, and there is a couple kobolds in here. Look like they are worshiping the obsidian pillars. So they're like, chitter, and their little rat-like noses, because my kobolds are rats. Their little
All right.
tattered remnants of clothing, and some type of ritual for these weird black obsidian pillars. They don't see you because you're being sneaky.
All right, I'm going to stealth my way as close as possible. How many are there?
There are 4. 1 who seems to be in charge, and 3 who just look like they're normal rat folk.
Okay, I'm going to try to stealth my way so I can get behind the one that seems to be in charge.
Okay, sneak. You get a backstab.
Yes, that's what I want to do. All
So that means you attack with advantage.
Yep, with my dagger.
Yep.
And I am rolling. Oh, an 8 and a 2. So,
8 plus strength.
yeah, that would be like a 7.
Okay. Unfortunately, my armor class is a little bit higher than that. So no, you sneak up to this cleric-y looking cult leader rat folk and try and stab him in the back with your dagger, torch in one hand or torch between your teeth, and you go, yeah, and he just goes, no. And yeah, so we're back to initiative because you did not surprise him, which means Valar, you just saw Gillum disappear, and then you saw Gillum reappear behind this rat folk, Kobold, trying to stab it with a dagger and failing miserably.
I'll rush up and take a swing if I can. Otherwise, just rush up and get in position to back up my buddy.
Well, you can rush up and take a sweep, but I don't think the 2 is going to hit.
That wasn't him. That was me.
All right.
Trying to
Well, yeah,
clear
then,
out
yeah,
the thing.
you can rush up. They are all within near.
Okay, awesome.
To roll a hit.
Dirty 20.
Nice. Yeah, do damage. D8.
A 10
A 10 on the dot.
total. Yeah.
You cut his head off. You just swing and his head goes just whoop.
Leave my friends alone.
Dead in one blow.
Dang.
The remaining rat kobolds, Kobold, will of course attack you
No, of course.
because you just killed their boss or one of their bosses with one blow. Nope. Oh, that's a hit.
Here I go. Again.
1 point of damage and
Oh,
saving throw.
Nice.
Make a saving throw versus poison.
Oh.
Kobold,
Any con bonus or anything like that?
Yeah, just D20 plus your con modifier.
Okay.
12 or better.
Nope.
It stabs you. You could feel the rush of the sedative, and next thing you know, you just fall asleep standing up.
I'm in Candyland.
You can't. Jasara, Cleric of Tyr.
I'm gonna attack the one that just attacked him.
Okay.
With my mace, so 15.
That's a hit. Yeah, it's dead. Kelsey gave Kobolds 1 hit point. So you hit them, they're dead. There's no way you can't kill them.
I got vengeance, and then I'll be like, wake up and elbow him.
All right. Gillum Dragonslayer. 2 kobolds left.
I stab at the nearest kobold.
Okay.
All right. Rolling now. So that would be an 18.
That is a hit. Okay, 1 kobold left. There's no way you can't kill it. And that's Rahum, Cleric of the Demon Snake God.
I will rush forward with my mace, and by the power of Starg, natural 20.
Ooh, double damage.
Woohoo! Two
So
dice.
2d6 with something against 1 hit point. Oh yeah, you just
Five.
you
Yeah.
pulp its entire little body like a giant rat pinata. It just, but instead of candy, it's blood and guts and ooze. But yeah, you just blunt force trauma that thing right into the side of the wall. All right, well that was quick. You killed 3 cultists and 1 kobold cult leader in this room with strange black obelisks of obsidian. The normal kobolds have no treasure on them. The one that's missing a head has a emerald around its neck. 60 gold piece emerald.
That'll buy a lot
From here, there's 2 exits, one to the south and one to the west.
I'm gonna take a look at the pillars. Are they like rock hewn, smooth? I mean, what do they look like?
You're a human race, dwarf, elf.
I'm a human, but I mean, are they roughly hewn or are they smooth?
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously, yeah, somebody did carve these black pillars out of this room or bring them here from someplace else. Because
but they're not like holding up the ceiling, or are they kind of? Or are they just freestanding to?
Well, they're floor to ceiling, but I don't know. Roll your mining, I guess, or engineering check to see if they are structurally important to the room.
I just got a 16. I don't have an intelligence bonus. I'm just
half of them are actually supporting the roof, but the other half are just decorative.
Because I'm trying to discern what they were put here for. If they're just like to be worshipped, I'll touch it. See if I feel anything.
It's this weird. I mean, obsidian. It's this weird volcanic, almost smooth black stone, very pumicey, kind of reflective. Smells vaguely of sulfur, but no, there doesn't seem to be any specific religious iconography on it. It's more like just for whatever reason they decided to worship.
My only probably religious education is from a talking snake. So
yes.
I'll listen to it. I'll put my ear up to it. See, I don't know.
Clever, but no.
I'm new to being a cleric.
At least this one seems to be solid.
Okay, I'll reassure everybody. They didn't say anything.
No, there's no writing on them.
No, I meant they didn't say anything to me.
Oh, you mean they're not talking? Oh, okay.
When I listen to lots of things to talk to.
Yeah, they're not talking to you either, but there's no writing on them yet.
All right. But they seem to be praying to them or praying at them.
Yes.
Okay.
Though you can't really discern why, as again, your knowledge of the world's religions is limited to one God that's whispering in your ears, and you have to remember that in this world there's a God for everything, including the God of doorknobs. So chances are there might be the cult of the black obsidian pillar somewhere.
Okay.
So yes, again, there's exits to the south or to the west, or back the way you came.
I'm going to investigate towards the west.
Towards the west.
Yes. What is that? Do a little reconnaissance.
You see a passageway and then naturally carved stairs going down into a waterlogged room.
Oh, okay. So I back out. Hey guys, it goes into stairs down and then water in a room.
Is it deep?
And so I head towards the south now.
The south passage goes opens up into another chamber with pillars,
Okay.
but only 4 this time, and there's a very strong sense of sulfur.
All right, so I go back to where everybody else is, and I tell them there's 4 pillars in the next room. It's very sulfuric smell. Maybe we should check those the other crates.
Was there any way out of it?
Check those rest of the crates or anything
there
we
it?
can use.
Was there any other exits from the southern room?
I didn't want to go too far in. The gas.
Yeah, she only like stuck her toes in, so.
Thinking I want to get some of those clothes and at least put them around my face.
Oh, that's a good idea, kid.
Very clever. Luck point.
Oh,
All right,
cool.
so I think that's a good thing. I think we should head back and get some of the clothes to use as like you said, face masks so we don't breathe sulfur in.
Yeah.
All right, so you go back into the room with the boxes, and as you step in the room, you see some kobolds that are going through the boxes and picking at the corpse of the mimic.
Oops.
And they see you and Bilar.
Oh, I'm conscious.
What? Are you conscious?
Well, I'm asking.
Oh yeah, they woke you up. Jen need you.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure how that worked. So I don't wanna...
You're awake.
All right.
Swinging time.
I'm throwing my dagger at the nearest one.
All right, Bilar, you go first.
No, I don't. I rolled a natural one.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
The elf
That's not
kid
good.
is not having a good day.
Yeah. The kobold will shoot you with their little kobold dart guns. Ooh, natural 20. I guess on the guy that just came to attack them.
Of course.
Then that's a miss. And that's a miss. So, yep. Natural 20 boy, you take 9 points of damage from a dart.
Okay, I am. I was missing one, so I'm a negative a crap ton because I only had 6 points. So -4.
You're at 0. Jasara.
I'm gonna have
Okay.
to stop running in at things, aren't I?
Well, I
Aren't you
guess
a thief?
I'm
I
gonna try
know.
to. I'm gonna try to heal him again.
You should let the clerics go in first. They're the best class in the game.
I don't know that.
I did not. I was not successful in healing.
My dice don't know that.
Okay, that leaves Gillum, Dragon Slayer versus 3 kobolds.
I throw my dagger and dive for cover behind a box.
Okay, see, thief.
Oh, a 2.
You aren't. You can probably find that dagger later. Rathum, cleric of the snake god.
I will call upon Sistard to guide my javelin as I throw it at a kobold.
Okay.
A 12.
12. All right. So you are dead. What is your constitution modifier? No, it's constitution, right? No modifier. Did we look that up and confirm it was a modifier, right?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, +2.
So he can last 6 rounds before he's dead? Or is it 2? I keep forgetting.
It's a D4 plus con.
Okay, so D4 plus con mod. So roll your D4.
Oh, okay.
Why do I keep forgetting this? Does she have there's got to be a DM's guide for this dumb game.
3 + 2 makes 5.
All right. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody who's got the rules, but I believe that is correct.
If I try to pull up the rules, I'll.
Dying characters is D4 plus their con modifier. Okay, yes, D4 plus their con modifier.
So 5. Excuse me. And how do luck points work?
One free reroll,
Okay.
D20 or whatever. All right, so you are bleeding. Blip, blip, blip. Kobold. Let's see somebody with a mace. Just came running up. Wrong dice. What's your armor class there, Jasara?
13.
Then that's a miss. Missed you by 1. Then there's a bunch of people throwing things at us. So you threw a javelin at me. I will return the favor. Armor class 10.
I'm 11.
And you threw a knife at me. Armor class 7. Gillum, Dragon Slayer?
Yes.
Probably not.
Yes.
Is your armor class 7?
My armor class is 13.
Then never mind. All right. Then it's Jasara, Cleric of Tyr.
Okay, I can't cast that spell again, so I am going to attack with a mace.
Go ahead.
Nope, 7.
Gillum, Dragon Slayer.
Yes. I have gotten my slingshot out and I am shooting at the kobolds popping up from behind my box. So let me see here. And I rolled a 16.
That's a dead kobold.
And my dexterity is a +2. I think that's what you do with
All right, it's dead. They've got 1 hit point.
Okay.
And Rathum, Cleric of Snake God.
Yeah, since I feel invigorated because of, my God, I will take my mace and go try to bash a head in.
All right, 2 heads left to bash. One of them just got killed.
5 total.
Okay, 2 heads left to bash. Another tick on the I'm going to die check for Balar. 2 kobolds left. You with the mace. Armor class 16.
That hits.
4 points.
Ouch.
And you with the snake wrapped around your neck. Armor class 15.
Mm-hmm.
6 points. Kobold. Dun, 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 dun. Kobold. Jasara, Cleric of Tyr.
Mace again.
Slip. What? Gillum, Dragon Slayer.
And with slingshot. All right, here we go. Oh, I'm going to use my luck roll.
Okay.
I have
Burn.
never seen so many 1s in a single game. My goodness.
That's a whole 5. I miss.
Rathum, Cleric of Cesar.
So I'll just try to, keep my mace up as a defensive thing. And since I moved up to fight, I will reach down and try to heal. I forget your character's name.
Galar?
Galar.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Spell check.
And on the thing, I got advantage with 1 spell, which is Cure Wounds. I rolled twice. So I will take the 8, which is still a fail.
Yep. Stretching. Nope. Sputter. Yeah, don't heal him. He hasn't accepted me as his god. Ballard, number 3.
Yep.
2 remaining bad guys. Person with a snake wrapped around their neck. Armor class 16.
Yeah.
1 point of damage.
I'm still up.
Cleric of Tyr. Armor class 14.
Yep, that hits.
2 points of damage.
I am down.
Stabby, 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 stabby. Kobold! Dun, dun, dun. D4 plus your con mod.
Two plus, I don't know if I have a con mod. 2 plus -1. So 1 round.
Oh Lord.
You're a generous God. He'll let you keep the 2. Jasara, that's your turn. So there, tick. Gillum, Dragon Slayer.
All right. Still trying to kill with my slingshot. Whoops. Okay. Oh, it's a one.
Okay.
New dice. New electronic.
That's on.
Rathum, cleric of the snake god.
I'm changing colors right now.
All right, so start guide by hand, and I'll try to kill the kobold with the mace.
That's a hit.
13. All right,
1 kobold left.
4 points, so he's down. All right,
He's got 1 hit point.
I like to roll. It makes me feel good.
All right, yes. I will let you roll, but just
Thank you.
understand,
You're a generous DM.
I could give them more hit points to make it, you know.
Oh no!
The,
Give
the
me
tough-
more. I would appreciate more hit points.
The bigger kobolds might have like 2, you know, and the kobold spellcasters have 10. But, for some reason, Kelsey gave them 1 because she really hates kobolds. Okay, so it is back up top with Pierre. That's another check, another tick. How many do you have left?
I think 1.
All right. Then we have
This
my
is
1
4.
kobold
If this
Who's-
is 4, I have 1 left.
I think it's
screaming for help. And his skittery little rat, and will defend himself against the guy with the snake wrapped around his thing. Armor class 18.
yeah.
2 points of damage.
That is the perfect number to drop me to 0.
Ah! I shouldn't be laughing.
I'm the only one
Jasara?
standing again?
Huh?
This
Another
would be
click.
this
You'll
would
be
be the
dead next
second.
round.
Okay.
Gillum Dragonslayer versus 1 kobold screaming for help.
I fire.
Use different dice.
Yes, change the color. Convince it is a different dice. There you
That'll
go.
be 15.
You may roll your dice if you wish, just to
I just
feel
did.
more
I rolled a
impactful.
13 plus 2 is 15.
All right, so you want to roll your d4
Oh, yes.
to kill it with 1 hit point.
3.
Blow it backwards. It goes flying back as if it was hit by a cannon, falls and dies. Who are you going to stabilize first? Jasara looks like she's on death's door.
I'll go to Jasara first.
How are you, there, cleric of Cthulhu?
I'm at 0 hit points.
I rolled a 4 plus my con is +2, so I'm 6 rounds.
He's got 6 rounds. Bilar's got 1 round, and
But
you can
I'll be
see
dead this round.
yeah, she's literally
Yeah. Gonna go into the one that looks the worst first.
Okay. Roll your stabilized wounds.
All right. Let's see. I need to take that out. And then what I roll a d6 or a d20?
No, just d20.
Okay.
Just a skill check since you don't have any healing powers
Yeah, right. All right.
or healing spells or healing anything.
Okay. 18.
All right. With your homegrown first aid, you rub some dirt in the wound,
Yep.
make a little poultice out of moss and poop. So
That's right.
Jasara is stabilized at 0/1.
And move to the next person.
All right. That would probably be Bilar.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 16.
Look at the backup healing on the cleric. On the rogue. All right, you're stabilized at 0.
Down the
And-
line. Ooh.
Nope, this guy you can't bring back.
Wow,
Um,
Mike.
Somebody else has got to bring him back. And to make matters worse, you hear noise coming down the hallway. Looks like the kobold screaming attracted something.
Uh-oh.
All right. I am going to go try to hide in the shadows.
Oh, just leave the three of them dead?
Well, there's only so much I can do.
Somebody needs to make out of this and level up.
She's already second level. Yes, definitely. I'm sure the story will be that they single-handedly killed 20 kobolds. Thank you,
That's right.
heretic of ethics. I appreciate the
Well, there. So we've
The
got.
ideas.
So I've got. The other kid is stabilized, correct?
two of the three are stabilized.
Okay.
One is still bleeding out when we dead in 4 rounds or 5 rounds, 6 rounds, right? 6 rounds.
All right. So I grab one of them and try to hide them in the shadows.
All right.
Try to do this stuff.
So that's a camouflage check, I guess, which
Yeah.
falls within your bandwagon. So roll 2d20.
Oh, I rolled a 12 and a 19.
All right. You have camouflaged Bilar.
All right. Grabbing the next person. Do this before whatever shows up.
The noise is getting closer.
Okay. 11 was my highest.
Okay. So you think you've hidden that one.
All right. And then the other person.
You're pretty sure you've hidden that one too.
Okay.
What is? I mean, you don't even.
And hopefully
you hid the kid.
Hopefully
You're pretty sure you hid the
one that's
girl.
bleeding out. I'm trying to stop the bleeding.
Yeah.
But the other guy with the snake wrapped around his throat, he's hidden.
Yeah, just prop me up against the wall like I'm posed or something.
I
Weekend at Bernie's
mean,
kind
you
of
can
thing.
see his legs coming out of the box, but still he's
Put the
hidden.
dead mimic on over me.
Yeah, the snake is trying to push you further in the box. I don't want to get out of here on my own. A giant mole comes sniffling into the room just as you dive behind the box
Okay.
and starts
All right.
snuffing around at the various bodies that are laying on the ground. It snuffs around at the dead mimic. That doesn't seem interesting. I'm gonna snuff around at this dead kobold. Nah, I'm not interested in that. I'm gonna snuff around at this other dead kobold. Nah. Yeah, there's nothing in here. So it snuffs around at the dead bodies and then just continues on its way into the room with the pillars. And
All
after
right.
about
Go back to trying to save lives.
all right, that's another tick for you, Mike. All right, you can try saving Mike one more time. I mean,
All right.
Rahum, one more time.
15.
15. All right, so you have 3 people stabilized at 0. A strong wind will kill them. The snake unwraps around Mike's Rahub's neck and starts climbing up your body and wrapping around your neck. Save them, or betray them and become my new worshiper. Either way, I win.
Now I gotta save them. I can't go back to town with being the only survivor a second time. That would be suspicious.
You think?
Yes, but think of your reputation as you keep coming back as the only survivor. People will fear
you
us.
have to come back with some heroic stuff where you save everybody else too. Otherwise, they think you're just killing everybody. You can't have that. Your cult won't grow.
No, they'll be afraid of you, and you'll force them to worship us.
No, it's not going to work that way. I'm a kid. They're going to say I killed everybody, and then they'll burn me and you.
Well, you. I'll be fine. I'm a demon.
I thought you were
Immune to
God.
fire. It's in the job description. Well, then go get the elf with the funny hat. She did finger waggling. She probably hasn't gotten that far.
All right.
Go back to town and get some more Ferdinands.
All right. I try to make sure everyone is hidden as best I can.
Okay. Do you want to roll or you're just open?
Yeah. I'll roll one more time. I'm trying to hide people better. 9 and a 5.
All right. So which was that the same one you think you're not, Rahum?
Yeah.
Because the other two are hidden.
Yeah, Rahum. I was trying to. Apparently, there's not a whole lot to work.
Yeah,
with.
you just something about him.
I also want to just
no matter
before I
where
look
you
out
put
of
him, he
there,
just doesn't fit. You put him in the box, his legs come out. You lean him against the wall, he falls forward.
I'm going to quietly try to check all the other boxes in case there's something useful in them.
Okay, there's only one box left.
All right.
It's filled with porcelain, as this guy said. Yep.
Stupid rat people.
It's filled with porcelain pottery.
All right. So I grabbed one of those weird teardrop 1 foot things, and I'm like, I'll be back, guys. Don't die.
All right. Where are you going?
Take off. I am going to go get that other elf.
Okay. All right. So, meanwhile, on the surface, elf pirate Rilar has retrieved the book from Halfling Wizard, and Halfling Wizard has informed you that reading this book made him feel really healthy. It was filled with all these exercises and diet tips and
diet tips.
Yeah, he feels really healthy. So
nice.
He seems to think that this is one of those tomes of gainful exercise by the ancient wizard Jack LaLanne.
Ooh.
And that if you can finish reading this entire book, you'll get healthier.
Oh, interesting.
So
that's pretty cool.
If you devote 1 month into reading the book and practicing the exercises in the book, at the end of the month, the book will vanish and you will get +2 to your constitution.
Oh, that's
cool. You'll be yoked. You'll be like one of the female bodybuilders. Yeah. You look like an elvish waifu. You just he can't figure out the crystal though. But
okay.
But that is what the book does.
Awesome.
And then you finish that, you're heading back home, la 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 la, and you see somebody you recognize running towards you. It's Gillum.
They're in trouble.
Who's in trouble?
Everybody else. They're unconscious. I think they're still alive. But I can't get them out all myself.
Oh, so you need help getting him out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hide them.
All right, so you drag Rial back to the pit.
Yep.
See if anything comes wandering by. Thankfully, your 0 hit point bodies are left undisturbed. After about 2 hours, you return to the room of boxes. All the bodies are where you left them, even Rahum's. And all right, Rial, elvish wizard.
Yes.
You have 3 dead bodies. Well, 3 almost
mostly
dead bodies.
I don't think I have any way to heal them, but
yes, but he got you. Now there's 2 of you. Now go back to town.
I will see if I can help them
And
any more.
start my cult.
I will see if I can help them any more than she did.
Okay. Obviously, as a sailor, you have some knowledge with healing wounds and stuff like that.
First aid, yeah.
It looks like Gillum did the best job that he could with his little, 12-year-old kid first aid. You could probably have stitched them up better, but they're still almost dead, mostly dead,
We
especially the human.
Okay. We need something to haul him back because I'm not strong.
Well, we've got these 1 foot dragon metal scaly things. Don't know what they are. We've got in the boxes. We've got clothes. We got a lot of fabric. we got boxes.
None
So
of
we
that
could-
really.
We could make a
A litter. Leader?
yeah. make a
Yes, draft
litter.
them all together with me on the front.
Yeah, and just drag them along, man.
How strong
Yeah,
are you,
rope.
Gillum?
Not well, a little bit.
Are you above a 10?
I just realized the whole time I was saying it was -1. I was looking at the wrong stat. It says +1 on here.
Oh, well, you're way stronger than me.
What are you?
I have a 5 strength.
You're wizards. You don't do lifting heavy things. You pay other people to lift heavy things for you.
I'll help. I'll help put together some litters. We can use these red scales. I think we can lash them together somehow. I've got some rope. Or look, this human has some rope on him. We could take her rope and figure something out.
Okay. You spend about an hour lashing together wood and paper from the boxes.
And clothing, maybe.
Using the clothing to act as replacing the ropes. Your needle just does not go through these scales. Whatever it is just too tough for your needle. So it doesn't really help. But yeah, you've definitely lashed together a thing.
Okay.
Definitely qualifies as a thing.
I put all those scale thingies into my bag.
All right.
Also, that emerald, I've got it.
All right. Bag's pretty full, but okay.
Well,
So yes, you have the elvish urchin and the human both lashed to this thing. Curled up at the top is Sakar, demon snake god of demon snakes. And you're going to try and drag them back to town?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'll help push when I can.
Okay, whoever is dragging makes a strength check
Okay.
with advantage because of the help.
I rolled a 12 plus 1 would be 13. No, yeah, 13.
Okay, takes you about an hour just to get him out of the pit. And then once you get him out of the pit, it's easy enough to get help from Tom the Third and any of the other Toms. Plumber Tom and
I was
Shepherd
going to
Tom.
say, if they had searched our bodies, they might have found rope and things like that. Might have made it maybe easier.
They might have, but they didn't. And the snake, look, I'm a god. I can't give you all the hints. You got to work these things out for yourselves. I'm just a lowly snake god. Perhaps if you worship me, I tell you more secrets, though.
I don't want to cut my rope up.
All right, so you drag him back to Port Coombe to spend some of your hard-earned money to get them healed. So how much money do you have, Gillum? Or how much money are you going to steal from them? More importantly.
Well, yeah, they should have to pay their own medical bills.
All right, how much money do you have in your unconscious body, Rahum?
Since I took this character over, I had whatever treasure was left or split. I don't have any recorded.
All right, so you're dead broke, other than gear.
Yeah.
Pilar, do you have any money?
31 gold piece chest. Everything else is on the boat. Lock box.
And Rial, are you going to pay?
How much does it cost to get them healed?
It's going to cost 10 gold pieces each.
Yeah, I'll pay.
All right. Oh, whichever god these guys worship, heal. All right, so you're brought up to full Bilar at the cost of 10 gold pieces. You're brought up to full at the cost of 10 gold pieces, Rahum. And you're brought up to full at the cost of 10 gold pieces, Jasara.
I'll cover everybody.
And
I already did it. I took care of it. Don't worry.
And
all right,
just
so dinner's on me whenever we can chew.
when you can chew.
I will.
I took like 3 times my
Yeah, you need a rest, possibly.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere for a while.
All right.
I'm gonna be in a panic looking for Sasark.
He's wrapped around the kid's throat now.
I'm going to be on my knees looking at him. Why have you forsaken me?
I haven't forsaken you. I have used this mule to make sure your youthless carcass is worthy of carrying me around some more.
All right, I will
Did you feel the
bow.
love tonight, folks?
I will bow before.
All right.
And I will thank Gillum for being a vessel for.
You each get
Stark.
2 experience points for all the stuff you've brought back so far, just from this run.
Ooh.
Puts me
You
at
need
7.
10 to be second
And,
level.
I never heard about the XP for the magical katana or the rod that we still
That was 3.
have. Oh,
You got
that puts me at
3,
11.
and then you got 2. So you should have 5.
No, I had 5 already.
Then, yep, 3 plus 2 is 5. Plus 2,
No,
so you have 7.
I had 5 before you gave us the 5 today.
No, I gave you 3 today. 2 today.
Okay,
Yeah.
2 today plus 5 makes 7.
Yes.
Okay.
You've gotten 2 so far. You need
No,
10.
Okay.
Gillum needs 20. And then Gillum, you get an extra 1 for your scales.
Yes, I got all those scales.
What are you going to do with them?
I guess we need to find. I want to find out what they are. So I'm going to go track down that alchemist because maybe she knows.
Yes, the alchemist. Okay. This is a strange metal. I've never really seen anything like it before. You might want to ask the blacksmith.
All right, so off to the blacksmith. Named Smith, no doubt.
Well, I've never seen metal quite like this, but I could probably try and make something for it out of it. I don't know. I'll give you 5 gold pieces for the bag.
No,
Okay.
no. I think they're worth more.
5. I'll give you 5 gold pieces for the lot.
What are you going to make out of them?
Don't know. Got to play around with them, see what kind of metal it is. Probably just horseshoes to start. I mean, it's some weird kind of iron, but I've never seen it iron forged like this before. Must be some of that dwarven forging.
I think I'm going to hold on to them for right now. Do a little
Okay.
more research.
All right. So you spend a couple days in town getting healed up, getting your teeth replaced. You hear some rumors about a elvish ship being sunk off the coast. Apparently, there's a fortune teller whose fortunes all come true. That's about the only rumors you hear as you're recuperating. And you're now ready to decide what to do next. You've had a couple days to heal up. Real is deep into her book, doing all these weird exercises and changing her diet. Doing 1,000 push-ups, 1,000 sit-ups, and 10-mile runs every day.
2-minute
I went
planks.
and bought some more torches
Okay.
for sure.
Well, subtract the money.
Yeah. How much are torches? See if I can pull that up on the.
Torches, bam, 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 bam. Torches.
Bing, that expensive.
Torches, 5 silver pieces.
5 silver pieces get you 1 or
1
2?
torch.
All right, so
I want to know more about that boat that sunk.
I buy 2 torches, so that's 10 silver pieces. That'd be 10 silver pieces. 10 silver pieces equal 1 gold piece. So okay.
I too would be interested in the ship.
Yeah, since you have a boat of your own, we can maybe row out there and look around. I've got these cool
people are
gems
talking.
that
People on the
glow.
dock are talking about how pirates sunk a very important transport that was coming all the way from the far off lands.
We could go look.
I've got these glow gems, so we could still see underwater. Maybe you could check it out.
Well, that's where you found them, was underwater. But yep.
Bring some rope and maybe do a little underwater salvaging. I don't know.
We'll try. We could go try to find out. I mean, if there's any evidence of where the ship sank.
This just sounds like a way to drown.
Snakes don't do water.
It really does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not the smartest, so hey, this all sounds good to me. Adventure.
Well, of the various dangling plot threads you've heard so far.
Wasn't there the Iron Witch or something?
Yep, you'd heard the rumor about the Iron Witch had been woken up.
Yeah, I don't feel like getting turned into metal.
You heard the rumor about snake people worshiping a statue.
That's right, in the forest, yeah.
And then, of course, there was the quest that was given to you by the talking stick that said, get the bark from the tree of a dryad and burn it in the bazaar that Rial has.
Yeah. What do you want to do? We got all.
And then, of course, there's a whole bunch of kobold caves.
Yep. And
we already got our asses handed to us down there. Our creatures with 1 hit point.
But no, remember, there was 20 of them.
That's right.
Yes.
20.
Until our
and of course, the story of Gillum is getting even larger now. Because now not only has Gillum killed a dragon, Gillum single-handedly slaughtered 20 kobolds and rescued an entire party of elves.
Yeah.
Well,
Did you hear how Gillum single-handedly rescued the elvish princess? I heard Gillum single-handedly killed a dragon blindfolded. No. Yes. No.
Perhaps if we go for the water, should we try to find some potions to let us either breathe water or such a thing, or
well, you do have a boat.
One in the water.
Buying magic items is
I don't
think we have enough money to go buy potions.
What about cheap ones in a back alley? I think there was something about that.
Maybe we should try to find a dryad. Like they live in trees.
You do know that there's a shady guy in the back alley who you're definitely sure says he has potions.
Bet that alchemist has potions.
That would
probably.
I have no funds. So.
I can maybe steal some.
Well,
is that how you want to go out, Gillum? Big hero, only to get caught stealing.
Strategically relocating.
So no matter what we do, we should prepare.
Yeah,
we should prepare. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take a bio break. Whatever you guys decide, I'll probably be, all for
remember, there's no meta plot, so you could go follow any of the dangling plot threads you want, or just wander around the wilderness and find adventure.
Well, we're supposed to go find a dryad, guys.
Yes.
It would be in the
Supposed to.
forest.
Yes.
So perhaps we should check out the forest. Aren't elves good with forests?
Not this elf. I'm a sea elf.
Maybe kelp forests, and Rael is definitely familiar with the forest of the city streets because he's a orphan city elf.
Well, we got a sea elf.
Yep, that's what I am.
You have a sea elf and a city
you
elf.
could go diving and find the shipwreck.
I could, and that would be interesting to me.
Can you breathe water?
Well, if it's not too
I don't know.
deep, I mean, the rest of us could help, swim down.
Do
Can
I
we
have
swim? Can we swim?
It's port com. Everybody here should know how to swim. You all know how to swim. You all know how to fish.
Port crumb it is.
Don't want to go in the water though and die.
Neither do I.
drowning.
Well, someone has to stay on the boat.
I volunteer to stay on boats.
We will volunteer to stay on the boat and convert seagulls to my cult.
Well, there also could be, like some kind of reptiles in the water or something you could convert.
Sea reptiles.
So Rilal would be interested in checking out the wreck. Jayessa would do anything that might potentially eliminate threats to people. So like the weird cult in the forest or the witch, she'd be interested in either of those.
Yep, those are all within the lawful good, bring justice.
Yep.
Tenets of Tyr. Slaughter evil, make society safe, kill dragons.
So my suggestion is we go to the forest and we could potentially kill two birds with one stone, right? We could
Mass murder birds.
Yes,
No.
mass murder birds.
we could look for the dryad tree, and we could look at the people worshiping the snake god. Was it?
False snake god.
Snake people worshiping a statue.
Oh yeah, snake people worshiping a statue.
Several people have reported seeing that.
Okay.
All right, let's do that.
Forest sounds good. Can we alchemist, healing potion, something like that?
The only place that you can buy healing is from the temple, but it's possible that there is a healing potion or two that the alchemist or the temple could
Yeah, it could be like
spare, but they're a little pricey.
Well, we could get some herbs and stuff from the marketplace.
High or something. What are you talking about, kid?
Yes.
What are you into?
Get some snake nip. It's like catnip, but for snakes.
Yeah, snake nip.
So yeah, for it would cost 100 gold pieces for one healing potion.
I would be very generous of spending your guys' money, but
Yeah, even if I sold like all those metal plates and some other items, I don't think we'd have. I can't get us a healing potion.
all right. Well, we'll just have to be careful.
I mean, you can get first aid kits and bandages, and string and a needle.
Yeah, I want to pick up a medieval first aid kit.
And sunblock and that kind of stuff.
Insect
Epicat.
repellent.
Medieval first aid kit, so a saw,
Leeches, a saw.
So cauterize.
and a bottle of leeches.
Yep, some leeches.
Some leeches.
Yeah, I'm buying some a jar of leeches.
A jar of leeches. Okay.
Yeah.
That they have.
All right.
And oranges.
How much does a jar of leeches cost?
5 silver pieces.
5 silver pieces.
Yeah.
Into my little magic bag holding.
Your bag is getting pretty full with all those metal things. You got maybe room for 2 more things in the bag.
All right, I'm gonna leave the I'm gonna take out of the bag and leave on the boat the weird scale metal plates.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna leave that on the boat.
Okie dokie.
And, but everything else I'm taking. Oh, I'm also down to 1 dagger because I threw that one and never collected it. So I had 2, so now I'm down to 1. All right. I am keeping track of stuff. I'm trying. All right.
And Rilal will stay with the boat, and Jayas will go accompany you to the woods.
All right, Rial's gonna stay behind and read her book. Yeah, Elvish waifu, look at me now.
So you're bringing your wizard instead?
Mm-hmm.
Cleric.
Cleric.
Oh, cleric. Huh?
You guys can dueling clerics. and
Yeah, we
dueling
can't
rogue.
have enough clerics, it seems.
Yeah.
Yep.
No fighter, no actual warrior, no actual wizard, but you got 2 clerics. They're as good, if not better, than a warrior.
And thieves.
And you've got a god.
Right.
That's true.
About a lot of good he's done.
Whoa.
Wait, what?
I will cover his ears.
Hey, hold on there. Wait a minute there.
His
Former
snake ears.
succulent who threw me away. How many spells have your god given you there?
I don't have a god.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Look at my boy here.
I tell the talking snake guy, or
Yeah, where were you when he was like bleeding out?
I was
Didn't rely
making
on kill him.
sure nobody ate him.
You left him and went for
I'm
around
like, we gotta convert
around
the
the only
you gotta
survivor.
convert the kobold so that when you're a
Yes.
big snake, they
Lousy garter
sacrifice
snake.
themselves to you because they're rats, right?
Yes,
Rats.
jumping into my gullet. I like that.
We're handling the kobolds all wrong.
You can always hire a warrior. There are mercenaries in town. You did
Yeah.
hire one in the past. He's
Yeah,
still
guys.
a statue.
Do we got any money for that? You guys got all the purse strings.
Yeah, we gotta make more money.
I got some money, but that's my candy budget.
Right.
All right. So your plan is to leave town and wander around in the general direction of where people say they saw the snake
people.
cultists,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
hopefully,
that can't end badly.
It's all good and bad.
if you're lucky, find the dryad. Okay.
We already got this one snake who's head's like this big. You're gonna show him around the area, and he's gonna think he owns the place.
I do own the place.
Well, then why
Then
don't
he
you tell us
takes
where it
over
is?
the snake temple. See?
Well, why don't you guide us there?
Because the land has changed since those gnomes locked me up in that observatory. I don't know where anything is anymore.
In one of these clay pots I show him?
What?
I said in one of these clay pots that I showed
No, they
him?
locked me up in that room. Remember where you rescued me? Well,
Yeah, weren't you in one of those clay pots?
no, I was in a room.
Well,
I think. I don't know. Everything before today doesn't matter. All that matters is today and how you can worship me today.
Cue the Todd Rundgren.
All right, so you leave Port Crumb for the wilderness.
Yes.
It's generally about a 5-day trek to where people think they saw the travel. So the first day it will be 3 checks. Okay. You leave the farmlands. You pass the winery. And the place where you found those stolen, kidnapped people, and you're traveling along. And it's getting late afternoon. And as you're traveling along, conveniently enough, you see what appears to be a lovely field filled with flowers and beautiful trees. And in the center is a statue of some sort of humanoid. And it's got a very pastoral, calm feel to it, very elvish, mysticky. Like if there was a dryad, this is where it would probably be.
Ooh. Let's check that out.
Yeah, I would like to run through the flowery meadow with the snake in hand. Like, frolic. Yes, frolic.
You frolic in this with the snake in hand. All right.
Yep.
Roll. So he runs ahead, dives into the pile of leaves like, a kid, frolicking around, laughing, and the snake is like, yes, we must corrupt this lovely grove.
I'm having fun. I'm running around. Woo!
I'm walking calmly and sedately toward the statue.
As you're diving around in the pile of leaves, something hits you from behind. It feels kind of wet.
It's whom?
You, Rahum. You dive into the pile of leaves, you come out, you're frolicking, and then suddenly, splat!
I'll feel what it was and then look and see what it is on my hand.
It feels all wet and sticky, and you pull your hand away, and your hand is covered in paint.
What color?
Blue. And then Gillum, as you're running around frolicking, splat! Something hits you dead in the chest.
Oh.
You look down, and then you're covered in blue paint.
Who's messing up my clothes?
And you walk up to the statue. The statue is just standing there like a statue. Vines crawling up it.
I'll look around and see where these attacks are coming from.
You don't see anybody in the grove other than you guys.
What is the statue of?
Humanoid, neither male, just generic, blocky humanoid.
A Minecraft person? There's a Minecraft?
Yeah, literally, it looks like the golem from Minecraft. Yeah. Just 2 legs, a square body, a square head, 2 square arms.
I'll walk around the
No
statue
detail.
for any other markings.
There's something written on the back of its neck.
What is it? Can I tell?
It's a word. What languages do you know besides Elvish and Common?
Sylvan and Celestial.
It's written in Sylvan.
Okay.
It says truth.
This statue says truth, guys.
The statue starts moving.
Oh.
Way to activate the golem.
I kind of step back.
Gollum. My
Oh.
precious. My precious. So yeah, the Minecraft Golem online system starting. Scanning for enemies. Elf spotted. Friend. Elf spotted. Friend. Child spotted. Friend. Human with snake must die. Clump. Clump.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
Not friend. So the golem starts stomping towards the not child, not elf. What do you do?
Run,
Oh.
Rahul, run!
Stomp, stomp,
Now run.
stomp. All right, you're running. Make a dex check. Brahum.
Yeah. A 4.
You feel a slight tug
Ah.
on your legs, and you just go, whoa! And face first as if you tripped over something.
I will try to land it so the snake doesn't get hurt.
What are y'all doing? Because there's this golem that's chasing the your human,
Trying
I
not to laugh.
slowly plodding after your human.
I'm human also.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Sorry, I thought you were an elf.
Nope, I'm
That's a
human.
mistake
this
on my
time.
part. Well, it's the armor. It couldn't tell. But then as it walks past you, it goes, second human spotted. No humans allowed.
Uh-oh.
So it stops and it turns towards the other human. The human gets a luck point for reminding me I made a mistake. And then you see Rahum trip over something and go face first right into the flowers. And you think you hear snickering.
I have an
Uh,
idea. I get my rope out of my bag. Let's
Okay.
try to run around it in circles and trip it up.
All right. Do that. Roll your run around in circles and try and trip it up.
Yep, with the rope.
Okay. Roll a dex check.
Okay. Let me get the right dice up. Okay. 22.
Ooh. All right. So just as the golem's about to swing at Jessa, Gillum, you come running up and you just tie your rope around its legs with this brilliant idea. And then I guess as you jump back to try and trip it, you see the rope continues spiraling up the golem, all wrapping all its body until its whole body is wrapped around more rope than you had. And then the rope goes up and hangs from a tree and comes down and starts pulling the golem up. And now it looks like a pinata. The giant humanoid shaped pinata. The string has become very colorful. And now it looks like much like a pinata. And you hear more snickering coming from the flowers.
With the
Oh,
golem out of the way, I'm going to try to locate the source of the snickering.
Do you get up off the ground there, Rahum?
No, I'm gonna hide
Okay. Where do you hide?
in the flowers, just like,
In the flowers?
kind of like army crawl through the flowers, just trying to
Army
keep my
calls through
head,
the flowers.
keep my head down.
Okay.
Hopefully, I won't be terminated or whatever.
You feel something like teeny little footprints going up your back.
Oh no! Do
And-
not like. Do not like.
What are the rest of you doing? Somehow Gillum has hung the golem from a tree and it is now swaying back and forth. The rope has turned all multicolored.
I'm starting to believe all the stories about Gillum at this point. I'm gonna look for the source of the laughter.
Make a perception check. D20 plus your wisdom.
Let me check my wisdom score. Okay.
And Bial, what are you doing during all this? Just standing there?
9.
Yeah, you don't see, I mean, other than the ridiculousness of the situation, nothing really stands out. It's just this pretty grove with all these pretty flowers and these very lovely, almost sculpted looking trees, one of which has a large humanoid pinata hanging from it. Trying to hide amongst the flowers is Rahum, and I guess Bial is just standing there, or he fell asleep or something, or we've lost his connection. Shadow, did we lose you?
No, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
You just pronounced my name wrong, and I was like, "What?" Yeah, I'm still leaning up against a tree, laughing at all this.
All right.
We're looking maybe for a stick to hit the pinata.
There's plenty of sticks.
No, I know it's a golem, and any real stick is just going to shatter. But
No, you tell me. You don't see anything other than what you've seen. Nothing really stands out. Something is on your neck, Rahum.
Besides his neck, I'll ask. I was like,
Hey, get off his neck. His neck's my property. Go, beat it, kid. Beat it. Hey, get out of here. Well, fine. For a lemon drop, I'll let you. But okay. And you feel something tugging on your hair. As you're leaning against the tree, Raul, you feel like a spider come down from the tree and get on your back. Blair?
What happened? It cycled
well,
for a second on my
What?
end. What happened? It cycled on my end for a second.
The golem has become a pinata.
Mm-hmm.
Rahum is hiding in the flowers.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently the snake is yelling at something that nobody sees.
Can I hear the snickering too?
Yeah, you can only hear the snickering.
Okay.
And there is a gigantic spider on the back of Balar's neck, like comically huge.
I am going to smack it.
Black Minecraft, big glowing eyes.
Try to kill it with my buckler.
Okay, roll
until
it.
Until I can pull out a weapon. $16.
All right, you spin around. You see this gigantic spider, bigger than you, black spider with big red eyes. And the first thing you do is you bash it in the face with your buckler because you're a rogue, and that's what rogues do. And it explodes. Blue paint just explodes in your face, all over your body. You're just like you just popped a balloon, and now there's those.
Now I gotta take another bath this month. Oh my!
You're covered in blue paint. The snickering is getting even louder. It now is just full on guffaws and laughter and just. And so yeah, that's what you see. Jasara, all this ridiculousness is going on, and now the giant spider has exploded like a water balloon, and Blair is covered in blue paint. As you look over to the flowers where Rahum is hiding, you can see that all his hair has been braided. And there's now what looks like a bird's nest on his head. His hair has all been braided together to make a bird's nest.
I'm gonna go over to where he is.
Make a dex check.
Plus 2 is 10.
Somebody tied your shoelaces together while you're standing there. So
Ah.
flap. Now the laughing is just full on. Just this hysterical laughing is coming from the flowers and the trees.
Is it more than one thing laughing?
Oh, there's about a dozen little teeny, almost tinkling laughter.
Dang.
I'm going to yell out, all right, that's enough. Get my mom voice on.
Roll a charisma check.
Seven.
Is there any water nearby? So we
You
can get
lift
cleaned
your
up?
head up and do your best mom voice. You stop that. And you get a water balloon right in the face. Smack. Splat. No, we won't stop. And more tittering and laughter coming from the flowers and the trees.
I'd like to stand up and look around.
All right.
And try to
You
figure out
stand up.
what's.
Your hair has been braided into a bird's nest.
Yeah, reach up, pat, top. It's like,
Um,
kind of look and see what's going on with everybody else. And it's like,
the snake god is sucking on a lemon drop.
where'd you get that?
The little girl gave it to me.
What?
What, you can't see her? The little girl who braided your hair. Thought that was just a human thing.
Is the little girl with us right now?
Yeah. She's on your shoulder.
What?
You don't see her?
No, I don't like this at all.
All right, hold on a sec. He bites you. And now you can temporarily see invisible. And you see that all over the place, there's these inch-tall people. Some of them wearing with butterfly wings. They're all over the trees. They're all over the flowers. And sitting in the largest of the tree is a invisible humanoid female who's naked. And all these little teeny people are just around, and some of them are going up and tying Gilliam's shoes together. Some of them are like you can see some of them going into Jasara's pockets.
Now I see them. What do you people want?
No fair cheating. He can see us. No fair cheating. No fair, no fair. So yeah, they all seem to be upset that you can see them, and then they throw like 8 water balloons at you of blue paint, and then the See Invisible ends. So you have come to the conclusion that you've stumbled across a fairy circle.
Yeah, I'll just try to wipe my face off and let's get out of here.
Yeah, I don't think this is what we were looking for.
And yeah, there's like little people.
Little people and one big naked person.
Yeah, and there's a naked kid. And I guess
Naked
if you're invisible, I guess you'd run around naked too. I don't know.
Yeah, invisible naked lady sitting in the tree.
There's an invisible naked lady sitting in a tree. Isn't that a dryad, guys?
I don't know.
Well,
Oh.
I heard they live in trees and stuff, and they're
that makes sense.
well,
What-
that's
what-
what I heard growing up.
Do we just need a branch from the tree?
All you knew is you needed some wood from the dryad's tree.
All right.
Hey,
You can see her. Go ask her for some.
well,
Before we will.
it was a really short trip because when my snake god friend bites me, I go into like another world, kind of like a DMT trip or something, and see visions and entities. I don't know. It's weird. Weird.
That's called being poisoned.
It's called invoking your patron.
You wouldn't poison me, would you?
Not yet.
No. All right. Go bite. Do you guys want to get bit too?
No.
Nope.
I'll ask.
I don't know if I want to get bit by a snake.
A divine snake.
Sound fun?
Not a
to
snake.
me.
I'm a snake god. Demon snake god. I'm a
Demon?
god who's
I
actually
know
here.
You say you're a snake god and all, and it's not gonna. But this doesn't sound fun getting bit.
I'll ask. Shadowdark, please bite me again and give me your blessings.
Maybe you worship the donut god. Probably is a donut god. I love this guy. He's contributing so much. Sorry, I can only do it once, and I already did it. Now I'm tired.
You can only
some
do
more
it
of that-
once to one.
I want some more of that
person.
candy stuff.
I got a gobstopper. I got
Okay.
gobstopper candies. You want a gobstopper snake?
You say you want a godstopper snake, and suddenly, like 20 teeny little people appear floating in the air in front of you, going, "You do?
Yeah, I have gobstoppers.
Can we have some?"
Sure. Can you bring me some bark from the tree with the lady in it?
Oh, we have to ask.
Can you ask her nice?
Mom. So the pixies, who are now visible, go and ask the naked lady sitting in the tree if they can trade a piece of her wood for some candy. Roll a charisma check. I was wondering how long you're going to take to remember you had candy.
Well, I've been looking at it for listening to all the shenanigans.
I've got like 10 gold pieces worth of this stuff.
Yeah, and then none of you thought to
Okay,
bribe
I
the pixies with
rolled.
candy.
It would be an 11 if it's for a charisma check for me.
Mom wants to know how many gobstoppers you're going to give
not
us
a
for a
lot.
piece of her tree.
So I rummage around and I pull out handfuls of gobstoppers. That's my little bag.
You got to bring enough for everybody.
It takes you about 20 minutes of hemming and hawing, and you end up emptying out your entire candy supply
Jeez.
as they all fly away with a gobstopper and whatever else, a licorice stick, and into the tree. And then you are given a piece of dryad tree bark. Gillum, pixie friend.
Thank you guys, and it was fun playing with you. We'll have to come back and play.
Come back anytime.
The
It
paint
was not that fun.
Bring
Is
more
there
candy.
again.
Is there any water nearby so we can get this paint off us? So we don't look
Oh,
ridiculous.
You want
going
some
back in
water? Okay. And it starts raining.
Another bath.
But only in the Grove.
time. 2 in 1 month.
You did say you wanted water.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So
So you've
what?
successfully achieved the
Check.
piece. Well, Gillum has successfully achieved. For the torchbearer, you now have the piece of dryad wood to burn in the brazier that is on the boat. Brazier on the boat.
Awesome.
Brazier on the boat.
So are we gonna look for the reptile cult?
Yes.
Yeah, we should try to find that
Or-
temple. Maybe.
Yes, we should still look for the people worshiping the
Well,
snake.
were they snake people worshiping at a
the
statue?
root-
They were
Yes.
snake people who were worshiping a statue.
Yes.
Okay, but it might not have been a snake statue.
Right. Could have been any statue.
Well, let's get dried
That could
out
have been-
first.
Yeah.
The second you step out of the grove, it's not raining, and you do find that you're dry again.
Oh.
We're gonna have to come back and play with those kids again. They're awesome.
Mm,
Well, So you continue in the direction that you believe that the statue is.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
my plan.
Sure.
And the rest of the day passes uneventfully. Do you wish to stop for the evening or travel through the night?
Oh, no,
let's
stop
just
for
find
the
a good
evening.
Stop
place.
for the
Stop.
evening. Start a little fire.
Okay. You find a little place to light a fire and stuff. Anybody
That
standing?
hardtack.
Anybody standing watch?
Yes. I'll take first watch.
All right.
I'll take last.
Yeah, I'll take whatever.
I'll take whatever.
I'll take whatever.
I don't
gonna-
want it, but fine, I'll take it.
I'm gonna climb up into one of the trees.
All right.
Watch from up there. Eat my hardtack.
Yum. Bread. Lembas bread. And ooh, more lembas bread. Okay, so during your watch, some people sleeping in the trees, some people watching. As you're watching the woods, you see this shadow moving across the grass, even though there's nothing there, but as if like an invisible something is moving across the grass, but you can see its shadow. You see the grass go down and then go back up.
Is it moving toward us?
No, it's just moving in the kind of same direction you guys are, but not directly towards you.
Okay, I'm going to watch it carefully where it's moving. And if it comes too close, I'm going to...
You just get very cold and feel very claustrophobic, but it passes you by.
Okay.
Other than
Good.
feeling really kind of icky.
Yuck. Okay.
Jen
I
got
will-
you.
I will definitely keep my eyes out for anything similar to that as the rest of my watch goes on.
As the end of your watch comes, you hear some rumbling in the dark. And the ground kind of shakes. And then you hear some growling.
I'm gonna wake up whoever's next, and I'm gonna get ready to defend ourselves.
All right, who's next?
That would be myself.
So it's
right.
Rahum.
So
Yeah.
There's growling out here, Rahum. And earlier, something
What's-
invisible went by, and it was cold and creepy.
If it was invisible, how do you know it went by?
So in case you didn't realize, the title with alienation of 3 Ks is not a good look. Kobold Cave Quest. Okay, thanks, Evelyn. We appreciate it. It was
I know
not intentional.
I know because I saw the shadow of it, and I felt the coldness.
Yeah, there's definitely some major something going on in the dark, but since none of you can see in the dark, but I mean, it feels like you can. It's really close, whatever it is, but just growling and like like when two dogs fight.
Mm.
Yeah, it just sounds like just something is fighting something. And there's a lot of growling and trumpeting and hissing and
It sounds like it sounds deep, or you waking people up.
There's definitely at least two things that sound different. One sounds different to the other.
I'll wake everybody else up.
One is more of a deeper, guttural, earthy growl, very low, bellowy, and the other is more of a little high-pitched, yapping growl.
Mm.
Yap. And you can just hear the this cacophony. Ooh, I used cacophony. +1 experience points for me. cacophony of noises. I mean, and you can feel the ground shaking. Stuff falls out of the trees. You know, like the localized earthquake almost.
I'm holding on to my tree, man.
You could hear it, but of course you can't really see it. But just that sensation that there's something out there fighting. And this goes on, unless you're going to investigate, for about 15 minutes. And then eventually it sounds like
Somebody won.
Eventually it sounds like the larger gravelly growl won. And then you can just hear this.
Figure that out in the morning.
Boom, boom, boom. All right, who's next? Watch.
I'll go sleep and leave Rahum to do his.
Yeah, after my watch, I guess it would be
Would be mine.
okay. I'll reach up into the tree and tug on your pant leg or something.
Yeah, so I'm sitting up there with my slingshot
All right,
ready to go.
your 3-hour watches, other than occasionally hearing a of one of the wounded things crying in the dark, passes uneventfully.
That's creepy.
About the second or third hour of listening to it, this one lone whining as it slowly dies. Why don't you go finish it off so I can have its soul? Yeah, you know, sacrifice it to me. Yeah, go find out what it is and kill it. It's suffering. That's like extra food for me. Come on. They won't notice you're gone. Let's go.
The snaky's telling me that?
No, it's Snake's telling Rahum that. You're asleep.
Oh, during my watch. Oh, I thought my watch was okay.
Yeah,
I'll go look. Yeah, I'll go look.
Yeah, you hear the whining, and about the second or third hour of hearing the whining, Rahum's scars like, "Oh, let's go suck its soul. Come on."
All right, I will use
That's
my
when they're wounded.
magic, and I will cast light on my dagger.
Okay.
Let me. No, I won't, and so it doesn't work. I will then try to take a stick out of the fire and try to make like a small
Torch.
light, yeah,
Okay.
and go walking into
So
the
as you
forest,
walk
'cause-
away from the campsite into the dark, about not even 2 minutes worth of walking, you can already start feeling where the ground has been torn up, as opposed to the smooth grass plains. It's all like rickety and rockety, and you're tripping on little rocks and stuff, and there's like a crater where it looks like something just dug out from underneath the ground and exploded, and you can see just these two large like beetles. One of them is just dead, and the other large beetle is just laying there, the glowing little eyes, bleeding out, and that's where the whining noise is coming from. Now, just each of these beetles is about the size of a horse.
Oh, time to run away.
I'll approach cautiously and say, "Hey, are you okay, little fella?"
It hisses at you, but it's been beaten up pretty bad. Kill it! Kill it! Kill it! Kill it!
What if it will worship you?
It's a bug.
What? It's a big bug. Kill it! Give me its soul! Can you really eat a soul that big? And do bugs have souls?
Come on.
No, they don't.
Don't know until you kill it.
It comes straight from hell. All of them.
True.
So you'd rather just suffer and slowly die than putting it out of its misery and feeding me.
No, if you put it that way.
What are you going to do? Heal it? Make it a pet? Oh, damn it. I shouldn't have said that.
I think you're
Hey, we
challenging.
could ride, use it as, a big giant horse for all of us to ride on at once.
Because I think this is a challenge set before me. of morality from my snake god Sasark.
Demon
I will-
snake.
I choose to ignore that one part of it.
the
I will.
evil
I
part of
will.
it.
I will cast my heal spell. So
All right.
I got a
See if he'll
14.
grant it to you.
I got 14.
Damn it! I shouldn't have said that. Okay, roll your d6.
And I healed it for 6.
Nice. It's as you pump your holy venom into its wounds, and the venom bubbles up and closes the wound, leaving the horrible, ugly scars. Because it's still a snake god. So when you heal things, it's venom.
I like to think it leaves the little 2 puncture marks from
Yeah.
fangs and people
Puncture marks.
every heal.
The giant beetle rolls over and looks at you with its glowing eyes, and then looks around, and then just starts wandering off. Where are these things?
Hey, come back.
Okay, it doesn't really stop.
I will demand it returns to give thanks to its master.
How do you demand to the giant beetle? You just stomp your foot and stick your tongue out? I mean,
Back here. I'll try to go and stand in front of it and try to, like, I don't know, coerce it by, placing my hand on its head and
like Toothless. Make a charisma check.
one of those.
So how long has he been gone? From
14.
The camp?
You were asleep, so
Oh,
he was the one awake on guard. So,
Yeah. How to train your monster beetle.
you rolled a 14.
Yes, sir.
I rolled a 1. It stops and lets you pet it. It seems to be curious. It puts its little beetle pint nose and starts sniffing you.
Yeah, I'll just try to grab it by the antenna or whatever it has and drag it try to lead it back to camp.
Roll a animal handling charisma check.
15.
Dear God.
All
All right, you start pulling it and it starts following along. Do you try riding it?
Not yet.
All right. Who's next watch?
That would be me.
All right, Gillum, about six hours have passed. It's almost morning. You're getting up to do your watch, and you see Rahum and a gigantic beetle. Like, this beetle's the size of a horse.
Look what I found.
And the snake, and Sakar is going, no, kill it and eat it. Consume its soul. Don't make a pet of it. I specifically said, do not make a pet out of it.
This is so cool. Hey, Snake God, this is cool.
I know. I think he's just trying to get me to see if I could bring more people creatures into his fold.
Don't you understand? Burdens of Beast? Your followers riding giant beetles into battle? That would be awesome.
Yeah, it would be pretty cool, actually. I suppose we rode it into battle.
Telling you.
All right. So, at least for now, you've temporarily befriended an anheg. House-sized russet brown insect.
And I'm
So-
telling you, if we go to town riding on this sweet ride, nobody's going to get in our way.
True. People will either follow you or attack you. It definitely will not be a...
And we could glue all the gems we find onto it.
What? That sounds neat. What are we
Something
gonna?
waste of
They
gems?
totally do that in some countries. I heard, and they wear
Bedazzled and hag.
We got to bling out our
Bling
ride.
them out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bring
Ankeg,
out our ride.
ANKHEG.
Bedazzled.
Yeah, you gotta be dazzled. You're right.
So you're gonna. So now, at least for now, you have a Ankeg that you could ride, or get killed.
Yeah.
So you have your dryad wood. You're 1 day in on your 4-day trek to the where you think people are seeing these snake cultists. Do you wish to continue?
Yeah, well, yeah, we gotta go find these snake colonists, man.
All right. Day 2 of your 4-day trek. Uneventful. Ruins, forest, but weird black spires coming out of the ground, but nothing approaches you during the day. It's starting to get dark. The Anheg is still following you.
Yep. So another night of
Hey, what a
iron.
giant.
Oh, I got an apple. We could feed the ant cake.
Oh yeah.
Do they eat apples?
I don't know. We got to find out what it eats.
A giant beetle, so probably eats whatever beetles eat. Plants. So sure. If you give a mouse a cookie, if you give a beetle an apple, it's gonna want some juice.
Good.
For sure, it chomps the apple.
From the tree, I'm found me another tree to sit in, and I guess I'll take first watch tonight.
All right, first watch. Your watch is uneventful. The Anheg wanders off.
No.
Do you
Yeah,
try and
to go
stop it,
find
Gillum?
Yeah.
Probably because we didn't bedazzle it.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I get down off the tree and I wake up Rahum and I say, "Hey Ben, all right, your pet." go try to stop him.
I'll run after it. And
Hey, if you love something, let it go.
I will pause for a second and be like, that is good advice. That is good advice. Cesark says that I have completed my quest to befriend it and that I should let it go.
All right. If nobody else chases it vanishes.
I'll stand for a minute outside the firelight, wipe a tear from my eye.
Lassie, come back.
Oh, we're letting the ant cake go?
It wasn't meant to be.
Oh. Says
I
who?
wanted
Love
to be
something, let it
dazzling.
go. If it comes back,
Who?
eat it. If it doesn't come back, eat it. This is the snake way.
Yeah.
Cobra. All right. Who's taking next watch?
If it's the last one, it's me.
I'm getting nervous when the percentile dice come out.
So deep into the last hours of your watch, Blar, you hear some growling, more like a huffing. Like,
Katana in one hand, glowstone in the other. Who goes there?
You see a very large male lion being followed by a couple female lions and a couple cubs. One of the female lions has what looks like a gazelle in its mouth and is dragging it. And Simba has stopped the pride and is looking at you and your companions, wondering whether you're a threat or potential food.
The tree is a good place to be.
Yeah, we're both, and I'm making the party, making some loud noises. If there's a fire going, I'm going to replace the glowstone with a brand, a torch of some sort.
Okay. As you're becoming more threatening, one of the females is corralling the cubs, while the rest of the pack becomes much more defensive. But they haven't attacked.
I'll nudge whoever's closest to me with my foot. Get up! Get up!
So you're all awake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
A huge pack, a pride of lions.
They have food. We should just let them go wherever they're gonna go.
yeah, it's.
Yeah. I'm standing up in my tree, guys. I don't know about the rest of you.
I will try to join Gillum in the tree.
Got my slingshot out, but
And after I climb into the tree, I'm like, lions can't climb, right?
I have
Yes,
no
they
idea.
absolutely
Look here,
can.
right
No,
up
they
there.
can't. They can't. Yeah.
They absolutely can.
Yeah. Shh, don't tell him. You're perfectly safe in the tree. So yeah, what do you get? Because right now you're at the standstill because Bial has made noise and they are defensive, so they're watching you to see what you're going to do next. And they start two of the females start breaking off
Oh no.
and start slinking into the dark as if they're gonna,
Circle around us and get us from behind.
yeah.
I would like to climb higher.
I am going to take out an oil flask and not only make that fire look bigger, but make a circle, since I don't think I'm going to be able to get up a tree fast enough. I'm going to make a line of fire spiral out, from the fire, so that I could be between the little wall of fire and the actual campfire.
Yeah, because pouring a vial of oil onto an open campfire is never a bad thing. Roll a d20.
I do it all the time. I'm about to barbecue some burgers tonight.
Yeah.
Gasoline.
You put gasoline onto an open flame.
Any modifiers? Just
No,
straight.
this is your wilderness survival check. So add your
13.
wisdom modifier.
Hold on. It's probably a negative. I know it's an even 13.
All right. Well, you don't set yourself on fire,
Okay.
but obviously causing the fire to suddenly explode and sort of become this weird circle of wall of fire that you attempted to make. That pisses them off enough to attack. So, Blair, you're being attacked by a pride of lions. Two women from either side come the females, while the male and the other female come charging towards you, and the rest of the females corral the cubs away. Is this a chance for you to get kill off another lion familiar, Mike? What do you do, Al? Maybe Blair?
Pardon me?
Combat has started. You've got lions charging towards you.
Okay. I will, if it comes anywhere near me, I'm going to douse it with some oil.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we got female lion coming from this side, female lion coming from this side, male lion with female, and then 2 more females who are corralling the cubs. So which one are you going to douse with oil?
The first one comes near me.
Long live the king.
Long live the king.
You know, I'm going to be lion food. I'm certain of that.
I can't wait to be king. Hakuna Matata. Hakuna.
There's no way out of it. I
There's
can't
no
run up a
worries.
tree. And
Okay, just I guess you could probably throw it at the male. He'd be the most likely. So roll
yeah.
the hit with oil. Flask on the male.
12,
On the dot. Do your damage.
which is
The D6.
3.
Okay. It's my lion's turn. I'm gonna kill me an entire party of adventurers. The circle.
There's no way. Yeah, you guys better.
All right.
Prepare your
Simba's
weapons.
gonna attack you, and Nala's gonna attack you. And from the side, we're gonna have Heckle and Steve, Tom and Tom, to attack some other people. So first, we got male
AC
lion on Bial. If I can get this to work. Ooh, 19. And 13. Did those hit? Blair?
Armor class AC 15.
So the 19 hits and the 13 doesn't hit.
Okay.
Two points of slashing.
Okay.
Then we get the Nala. Will attack you. Armor class 13.
Miss.
Armor class 18.
Hit.
8 points of damage.
I am at -4.
Slimy yet satisfying. All right. Who's not in a tree?
Me.
All right. You get. Go away. Miss. Armor class 14.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. 6 points.
I'm at 0.
And the other lion starts trying to climb the tree. Ooh. All right. The excitement never ends. Jacer, you're at 0, unfortunately.
Yep.
Okay, roll your D4.
I didn't roll mine either.
To see how many rounds of life you get.
Oh, I get 3 total.
You get 3.
I rolled a 1.
Okay. And Jen?
3 minus 1, so 2.
All right, so you will be dead in 2 rounds. Next up is Gillum, Dragon Slayer.
Yeah. I fire my slingshot.
Okay.
You're just going to make it angry.
14.
That is a hit. I assume this is the one climbing the tree.
Yep.
All right. How much damage do you do?
Three.
Huh?
3.
3 points. That upsets her. And Rahum.
I would like to cast light into its eyes.
Okay. Which one?
The one climbing the tree.
Okay.
It's a close range.
Do your cast light into its eyes.
So I'd success.
All right. So I guess I'm blinded, at least till next round. Rawr! That means dex check to see if I can maintain my grip. Holding on, but barely, slipping down. Okay, back up top with Blair. You death check number 1. Beep. My lions. This is not going to be pretty. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 lions to attack. 1 person on the ground and 1 person in a tree. This is going to be my first
It's
turn.
okay. It's okay.
No, it's okay. I got you.
Okay. Armor class 18, Rahum.
Yeah, that hits. I don't have 11.
And armor class 8.
No.
1 point of damage. Let's see. Who else is still on the ground? No one. So, person in tree.
Well, just to be clear, I did climb the tree to be up there, but
Oh, you did?
yeah, that's why I was reaching down to get the lion that was trying to climb up.
I'm sorry. Then
But I would, yeah, probably still in attack range.
um,
The first
so
one.
that was a. You got to remember these. Remind me. I'm stupid and don't remember things.
Okay.
So that was it. Trying to climb the tree. So now there's 1 lion in the tree that's blinded. 1 lion in the tree that's not blinded. You did not get hit because that was a climb check.
Okay.
And the blinded one will attempt to attack Gillum. And rolls a 6. So it misses you, Gillum, because it's blind.
Excellent.
The not blinded one has climbed. There's 2 on the ground. And 2 dead bodies. Whoop. And whoop. So they start, the male and the female drag off the bodies, start dragging off the bodies of Jasara and Blair. And you 2 are in the tree.
We're gonna get eaten.
Jasara, this is your death click for you. I believe you have 1 left.
Yep.
Gillum in the tree with 2 lions. 1 blinded, 1 not blinded.
Gilman Lion sitting in
In
a
a tree. Kissing.
I'm going to use my turn to shoot my slingshot at the male lion trying to drag the body off.
Ooh, okay.
So that's a 15.
That's a hit. Plunk. So
Trying to
Are
distract
you-
it. Roll a 3.
it drops the body and turns around and growls at you. Roar! And defensively pees on the trees, as lions will do, to mark its territory. Pees on the body. Yep, it's dropped the body. And Rahum in a tree. Rathum in a tree.
It's...
Line that thing, Rahum.
I will try to blind that one then.
All right.
Casting roll 2. Nope.
Sputter. Now you wish you should sacrifice that insect, don't you?
I do.
God, should have brought the insect back.
Blair. Another death check for you. Click. Man lion. Pees on Blair's body, picks it up and starts walking away with it again. Girl lion continues to walk off with Jasara. Lion in tree is no longer blind, but misses. Other lion in tree. Armor class 14, Gillum.
Oh, it hit me. So I have
8 points of damage.
I have 13, so 8
That's right.
damage.
You're second level. 8 points of damage.
Yeah, but I fall out of the tree, man, because I have it -4 now.
You are?
Yeah, I have sucky hit points.
Gillum in the lion's den didn't work so well.
Okay, Gillum falls out of the tree, leaving Jasara. This is her. You're dead next round, Jasara.
Yep.
I apologize.
It's
Gillum,
not
roll
your
a
fault.
D-
It's the lions.
Don't apologize. What are you talking about?
I don't like killing players.
Well, yeah,
Unless you don't like killing players. What about
Unless
the characters?
Unless you're having fun, that is. Then I don't mind if you die. Roll your D4, Gillum.
D4.
Yep.
I rolled a 3.
Do you have a con mod?
No, I don't. So it's
All right,
just
you'll be
3.
dead in 3 rounds.
All right.
Shadow will be
rounds.
dead next round. Jen will be dead. No, Jen will be dead next round. Shadow will be dead in the round after next round. And Gillum will be dead in 3 rounds. Which means it is Rahum
On that candy boat
by himself.
chocolate river with the marshmallow clouds.
All right. All right, champ. You could dive. Heroic final stand like Gandalf in the tree, throwing down flame. Or we could run away. Because they're going to be preoccupied eating your friends.
I don't think there's a way to. I was like, I'm going to.
Throw the snake at him.
There's nowhere to run, Sark.
I mean, they're all distracted by the dead bodies. While they're eating them, we run.
The only one that's close to the base of the tree is Gillum, right?
Gillum is laying at the
Yeah.
bottom of the tree. Blair and Jassar are both being dragged off. The lion that took Gillum out of the tree has jumped down to drag Gillum off. So it leaves you in the tree with one lion. So you could fight it, or you could run away, jump off the tree and run away.
I don't think you can.
How tall is that tree?
Like 6, 8, 10 feet.
Yeah.
You might take some damage from the fall, but
I will try to take a torch out and jump down and then, light the torch on the oil that's still burning
oh, so you're gonna go all Gandalf, huh?
and try
It's
to
not
scare
very evil cleric of you, but fine.
and try to scare try to scare the lion with the fire off of Gillum.
Yeah.
All right, roll a jump out of the tree, fiery doom, charisma check.
10 plus charisma bonus of nothing.
Yep.
So 10.
All right, lion number 1, who is dragging off Gillen's body, rolls the wrong dice.
Fail.
You have
Fail.
scared it. You jump out of the tree and light yourself on fire. And you're like, "Bah!"
Not myself.
and she drops the body out of her mouth and just runs away as fast as she can. The lion that's in the tree
Got myself on.
also is like, "Bah!" and runs away because you've just jumped and landed in the fire and your flames are licking up your body. You're like, "Oh, I'm on fire!" Shadow, you will be dead next round. Jasara, Tyr has
Called me home.
called you home to be reincarnated as a paladin somewhere. You have done,
Nice.
Nice.
you have done well. Come home to me in Valhalla. So
Yeah,
Jasara
you
is
get
dead.
a luck point there, Karu.
Yeah.
Yeah, good one.
Gillum, you are laying at the bottom of the tree. This is the first round of your tick. You've got 2
Good
more
luck.
to go.
Yep.
And Rathu, the two are still dragging off the bodies. You're on fire. What do you do?
I will try to stop, drop, and roll, and
He took the words right out of my mouth.
All right, so you spend your action putting out the fire. You take a point of fire damage. Blair, this is your last round.
Mm-hmm.
They're still dragging off the bodies. Zasara's dead. Gillum, check. Your turn again.
It didn't drag Gillum off, right? That one.
No, that Gillum's laying at the bottom of the tree.
I will try to heal.
Those two lions have run off, scared of the crazy man who set himself on fire.
I'll try to heal Gillum because the other ones, they're being drug off, right?
Yeah.
Really can't. So no, I failed healing.
Told you should have sacrificed that insect to me, huh? Huh?
I know.
You can always, slap a Band-Aid on them and hold them at 0.
I know. Well, I can't do two things in one round, right? So
No, you can't cast a spell, and
right.
Unless it's an instant, then you can do spell and something else.
Yeah, probably Cure Light isn't. I guess.
Oh no, it's instant. So you can do that and then slap a Band-Aid on them.
I will try to do that. That's an intelligence check.
Yeah.
13 because I have no bonus.
I like this guy
Yeah, awesome.
or girl.
You know
That's
what
our
they
kind of
say,
puns.
Karu.
Karu, you're welcome to sit in anytime.
Yeah.
We appreciate the puns, my friend. Okay,
Yeah, but you know what
so
they
you have
say.
bound Gillum at 0. Shadow, unfortunately, Blair dies. And Blair and Jassar are dragged off to be eaten by lions, which means the lions now have a Vorpal blade amongst their treasure
I didn't know it was Vorpal. Wow.
and the talking wand.
Yeah, and the spear and the shield
Oh, and the
And-
+2 black spear, yes.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
and
hunt
the
down the lions.
glowstones and the shield. I've never had a first level character die with this many magic items
Yeah,
before.
with a Vorpal blade. But you never rolled a nat 20. I will remind you that your character was a rogue, not a fighter.
We didn't have a fighter. And
Could have hired one.
The clerics were too busy healing. Fighters.
Well, that's their job. All right,
Yeah.
so 2 dead, not a TPK, but pretty damn close.
That's okay. Rilal's still alive.
Rio's still alive, and you've got 2 other characters, right, Shadow?
Yep, I do.
No, Shadow. How many characters do you have left?
You should
Okay.
have 2.
None, actually. I have to make a new one.
Oh,
All right.
oh, all yours died.
True. Why does that wolf?
Oh, God.
Why does this
Yeah,
lion have a
it's
Vorpal
on
blade? It
that
doesn't
one.
even have opposable thumbs. What's it gonna do with a Vorpal blade? How is it holding a spear?
How'd he get
I've actually
that?
got a miniature of a wolf with a sword in its mouth, holding the handle
Yeah.
of his mouth up.
Diablo treasure, right? Warcraft treasure.
Yeah.
What is this? What does this lion need a ladder for?
Yeah.
It was really whatever this lion was up to. I'm glad I killed it. It had a ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, nothing. This lion had engineering plans. I think we just saved the city.
True.
Diablo Warcraft treasure. Yep.
Yep.
Why does this bird have plans? All right, Gillum and Rahum. And what are you going to do? Because as the sun breaks, 2 of your members have been dragged off to be eaten by lions.
Well, I
Gillum
have
is
0.
Gillum is
0.
unconscious,
Yeah,
until
I'm
Rahum
unconscious.
can regain
until
his
I-
healing spells, which happens when the morning comes.
Yeah, and I will. Yeah, I will stoke the fire higher to kind of have it ready to chase off animals, and have a torch ready to plunge it in there so I can wave it around. And when I regain my spells, I will begin the try to heal.
All right, roll the 2d20 again. Don't heal him.
What?
Don't heal him. Kill him. Kill him now. Kill him now before he gets too powerful.
Come on. We need. Technically, he saved you.
And
I will cast healing. So
fine.
Healing for 1.
That's enough to wake Gillum up. What's worse, Gillum, is as you're laying there and the door is opening and you see Willy Wonka tipping his hat to you yet again and offering his hand to you. As you look to the side, you see both Biel and Jacera walking into Candyland, walking right past Willy Wonka, as Willy Wonka once again slams the doors in your face. You are alive, but your friends got to go to heaven.
They're getting all the candy again.
They're getting all the candy. Well, I mean, you don't have to finish the Dryad quest anymore because the lions ate the magic rod.
Yeah, but we're gonna want all that cool magic gear.
Well, then you're gonna have to go back and fight the lions in their lair.
We need a plan.
You need a plan. And you're at least 2 days away from town.
Yeah.
But 2 days away from that, place if
I
you want to
got
keep
a
going.
bag with the leeches in it.
You do have a bag with leeches and a bunch of metal things.
No, I left the metal things back at the
We will.
boat.
Yeah. I was like, all right, let's go back to town.
Okay.
All right, kid.
Okay. But we got to come back and get their stuff because those were sweet weapons.
That
We're
is
going to need that.
All right.
is
Most
true.
of the voyage back to town is uneventful.
But we also need to pick up some more people.
Hire some hirelings.
True.
Yes, and I don't have any money.
Well, you offer them something, Join us now for the chances of getting a fair share in the
cut.
future, kind
I mean,
of thing.
Look at our rate of people not coming back with us.
Yes.
Let's not
who's
play
gonna
that
hire
up.
on?
Let's downplay that. They went off to further adventures.
But hey, villagers are terrified of human eating lions and tigers and bears on mine. So
As you guys are bickering and bantering through the forest and through the plains, you must have taken a wrong turn because you stumble across this shrine. It appears to be a shrine to some type of bull-headed god. Bull-headed shrine to some possibly...
That shrine looks rather stubborn.
Yes. The area around it seems to be free of... Offer them the ladder. The lion has one. Then they can climb the... I love this person.
because it's a bull market,
Extra experience
right?
points for cow. So yeah, the area around the shrine seems to be free of animals, insects, but it is a shrine to a bull-headed god.
Does it look like anybody has trampled the area or walked around here like it's in use?
Nothing recent. You hear,
Just looking at the ground. It's like,
yeah,
But-
you hear him go. You hear your voice go. Oh, this guy. Yeah, you definitely don't want to be near this guy. This guy.
Why don't we want to be near this guy?
He's a total jerk. Let's back away. Let's go because we don't want to. Yeah, no.
What
So
makes him a total jerk?
Yeah, this guy. Oh, he's like worse than me. Let's slow. Any shrine dedicated to this god, he's like, he's a total loser. So,
No. Wait. Not it. Why are you afraid of him?
I'm not afraid of him. I'm way bigger than him.
Then why are you saying back?
I'm
away
just
from
saying
him?
that this guy's a total loser and we should lose this shrine and find a shrine to me instead.
Shouldn't you want to smite him and take
Yeah.
over his followers and powers?
Yeah.
Isn't that how it works?
Yes, we should smite him. So let's go to town and get some smiting, like, some oil, some blasting powder, maybe a couple dwarves with picks. Come back here and knock this statue down. That'll show them.
I could shoot it. I could shoot my slingshot at it.
Yeah. You do that, succulent, and I will reward your loyalty.
Did you want it to be a regular thing, or do you want me to put like a human turd in there?
Yeah. Just set it on fire. Totally just deface this thing.
All
We'll
right.
be doing. It'll definitely be a good act in my name.
All right. 16 on the.
What
Let's
in
do it.
Starg's name are we doing?
Gillum is defacing this bull-headed shrine to some bull god who apparently, according to Sakaar, is a total jerk and you should walk away from and definitely not worship.
That's what
As
you
the
do,
cleric,
right?
you could technically make a religion check to see if you recognize this. Rahum,
I will. Yeah, I could do that. I'll be like,
you did used to be a member of a cult.
I got a 6, and if I add my wisdom, if that's what I add, I got an 8.
Nope. You were a cult of the bear god. You were not a cult of the bull god.
Yeah,
Never heard of a bull-headed god. So,
this doesn't even make sense. Let's
as
just.
far as you're
go.
concerned, obviously
Well,
the snake is right, and you should totally deface this.
Well,
And
I
Gillum
hit it.
I guess
I
Gillum
hit
is
it with
just
the poo.
smearing poo all over the bull-headed god.
Snake cult says this.
Snake cult rules. Bull cult sucks.
Yeah.
That is true.
West Side. So you spend some time
Desecrating.
desecrating the statue of the bull god, then you continue on your way. Are you going to camp
Yes.
through the night or run through the night?
We need to track those lions down as soon as possible.
We need to go back to town and get an
You
army.
need to find some type of civilization where you can get help.
Yes.
Yeah, because
So-
man-eating lions, that's bad.
Well, yeah. Let us.
More importantly, if we capture the cubs, we can raise the cubs to be fighting animals for us.
Yes. See, Gillum's got the right thing. Why aren't you my cleric?
Going to
I-
battle riding a lion? How cool would that be? That's better than the beetle.
Yeah, the beetle. I'm not sure you're
Gillum's
always
way
in your.
more evil than you are. Come on. So are you going to
Probably
camp
True.
or run through the night? You can camp here at the shrine or run through the night.
Oh, no,
Let
not
us-
staying at the shrine. We desecrated that.
Let us
Not
move.
being
Yeah, let's
And that
move. And
cannot be where the snake people are going. That can't be the thing.
So are you going to camp or move through the night?
I vote move through the night.
okay,
For-
but let's
for-
be sort of cautious, though.
Two of our buddies got eaten. A bunch of our buddies got eaten.
That is true.
Oh, well, only one random encounter.
Mm.
Might not be anything bad. You come across what looks like a camp. You see a fire. You see some people. You see somebody on guard, kind of like like a band of adventurers. And as you're walking through the night, you hear one of the guys say, "Halt! Who goes there?" And that is where we will end the evening because it's 4:00. Yay!
Yay!
And somehow between now and the next game, Real will catch up with you.
Hey guys, you forgot something.
All right, so Shadow, you have 2 weeks to make up a new character or adopt the remaining one of the 2 NPCs that are still in town. You still have the.
What were those?
You still have Sparks the Jeweler,
Oh yeah.
who I believe is still trying to find somebody to buy the gems and somebody to buy and find out what Jen's weird crystal ball does. And then you have the halfling rug merchant, Split Skits. who you both saved from the first adventure, which would technically make them the party NPCs, or you can always hire somebody, which could be your next character. So you think about it. Let me know. And we will stop you at this camp. Thank you all for playing. Hopefully you had a good time.
Mhm.
Any
Thank you.
comments, criticism?
Thank you for the murder.
Thank you, Karu, for being a wonderful kibitzer. We definitely appreciate your puns, my friend. You're welcome to join us anytime you want. Please feel free. Thank you. We'll be back in 2 weeks or whenever. Till next time, thank you all for joining us and watching them. Don't blame me that they got killed by lions. They should have sacrificed the bug to the snake god.
Mm.